What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Foreign Insight Podcast with your host, Maddox. And let's get into it, man. Obama. Obama, Obama, Obama. The crazy part about it is, why is it always Democrat trying to lecture black men on how to vote? Now, I'm not saying it's only Democrats, but these people, the Democratic Party, are the ones that go overboard with it. I got the hiccups and stuff. What's going on with me? They go overboard with it. So, first they put out Magic Johnson. Nope. I'm going to go back. First they put out Steve Harvey. Then they put out Ricky Smiley. Then they put out D.L. Hughley. And a few others. Then they put out Magic Johnson to try to lecture black men into voting. Now they put out Obama. The Democrats have always tried to emasculate black men by lecturing them and sicken black women on them to get them in check. Like, if y'all don't vote Democrat, let me get the sisters, let me get the black woman to come at you. Let me get the black woman to tell you what to do. Like, this is what they do, man. Well, enough of me talking. Let's review what Obama said together. Let's get into details.
Proofs, if you don't mind. Because my understanding, based on reports I'm getting from campaigns and communities, is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running.
You know why, Obama? Because Kamala Harris is not you. That's why. When you went out there and you went for presidency, you had a certain type of charisma and charm about you. Right? Well spoken. You kind of do got the gift of gab. I ain't gonna lie, but my thing is, people voted for you for hope. So she's not that person. She can't even answer questions straight.
Now, I also want to say that that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly and say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences.
First and foremost, he trying to pull the black card. Kamala Harris don't know the struggles of black inner city men. She don't know the struggles of that. Right? She may know of it, but she don't know the actual struggle. Last time I checked, Kamala Harris keep talking about she was raised in a middle class family. Last time I checked, wasn't she like mostly raised in Canada? And just because you went to a HBCU don't mean you understand the black struggle. Little do y'all know, only 8 to 10% of blacks are actually in HBCUs. That's what I read. I'm tired of these people like this try to identify with the struggle. Stop it.
And you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly now, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that.
First of all, I know these so-called players didn't tell you this. Obama, you're speaking to the outlier of men. Don't get me wrong, there are some men out there that's saying that they're not voting for Kamala Harris because she's a woman, right? I get that. But most black men aren't saying that. The men that, first of all, if I am mistaken, I think most black people, and men included, are still on her side. So you're attacking the people who didn't or not voting for her, like people like me. Let me tell you what the issue is. We don't like her policies. We don't like how she handles questions, she runs and she ducks. We see through her. We see through her extreme pandering. I understand both sides could pander, but we see through it. Her policies suck. Why it can't be that? Why you try to pull the sexist card? You try to shame black men into voting for Kamala Harris. I do not appreciate that, Obama. I don't. I don't.
And I think anybody you are talking to in a barbershop, anybody you are talking to in your house, in your family, at church, who is coming with that kind of attitude, I think you have to ask them, well, how can that be? Because the women in our lives have been getting our backs this entire time.
Man, shut up. Obama, man. Stop it. He trying to use the guilt trip and shaming tactics for black men who are not voting for Kamala Harris to turn over and vote for Kamala Harris. One can say this thing you did off the cuff might have hurt her campaign more with black male voters. Why didn't you chastise or lecture Asian men who are not voting for Kamala Harris? Why are you not doing that to white men, Hispanic men? You're going for the black men specifically. Obama, man, don't get me wrong. I still respect you as a black man. Me personally, I still respect you as a black man. I just don't agree with this sucker ass shit you just did. This is whack. This is whack. It took her long to even do one-on-one interviews. Her first go around, she didn't even show up at the National Association Journalists for Black People Association. I forgot what it's called. My bad if I butcher that. Trump showed up. She didn't show up. These things make people say, It's wild to me, man. It's wild. This type of thing right here that makes my head hurt. Let me show you something else. Shout out to this woman right here.
Why are black men being lectured to? Why are black men being belittled in ways that no other voting group? Now, a lot of love for former President Obama, but for him to single out black men is wrong. And some of the black men that I have talked to have their reasons why they want to vote a different way. And even if some of us may not like that, we have to respect it. So unless President Barack Obama is going to go out and lecture every other group of men from other identity groups, my message for Democrats is don't bring it here to black men who, by and large, don't vote much differently from black women.
Thank you, sis. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This campaign between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump have exposed a lot of hateful black people amongst black people. It felt like it's a civil war going on in the black community. People out there don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Like, I have never in my life witnessed black people discriminating on other black people because of their vote. It's wild to me. I have never, in my days of living on this planet Earth, never seen that in my life. But Obama, you're acting like you our father, and you about to put us on punishment. Obama, let me shut up. And the crazy part about it, if Trump actually win this campaign, I already see how they're gonna try to spin it. They're gonna try to spin it on some sexist-ish or some misogyny-ish. Like, he only beats women, no pun intended, but he only beats women. Get what I'm trying to say? So when he beat Hillary Clinton in 2016, and if he beat Kamala Harris in 2024, they're going to say he only beat women. See, y'all, it's sexist. They're going to do, I'm telling you, they're going to do this.
Right. If Trump wins, he will have only ever beaten women. I can't give you a number, but sexism is in the mix here.
It out of
but
control. With that being said, man, I just feel like this temperature of coming down to black and white people. No, Democrat and Republican, not white and black. I'm bugging out right now. I mean, the divide between black on black people. Rewind. Pull up, bring it back, come rewind. The divide between black people is insane because the Democrats are used to divide and conquer. So, out there, if you are a Democrat as a black person, we're still American. You're still my brother. You're still my sister. I don't hate you because you vote different. And just be an informed voter on either side, and I can respect it. That's it. That's your American right. But for Obama to come out there and try to chastise and belittle black people, like if he's Zeus and we his kids, is insane. And that's partially to blame on black people because we look at Obama as a god in the black community. That's why he feels so powered to try to lecture grown-ass men on how to vote. And to try to use the struggle tactics on, she understands the struggle. She went to HBCU and then try to say this white man went against you. Let me ask y'all a question. Who did more for black people throughout their life? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? Donald Trump been hiring black people, giving them new jobs since the 70s, or even probably before that, but let's go with the 70s, 80s. He supported Jesse Jackson campaign twice. He supported Mike Tyson, Tupac, Puffy. Like, he even had Michael Jackson babysit his children. He supported Oprah. He supported Whoopi Goldberg. He did one of her movies for free. Right? First Step Act. Opportunity zones. Permanent funds for HBCUs. And this is the thanks he get. Y'all get mad at Trump But Central Park 5, oh, he tried to get 5. These kids admitted to the crime. And everybody at the time thought they was guilty. What do we... But yet, Kamala Harris actually held evidence to put a guy on death row, to almost got him executed, but he ended up beating the case because she was holding evidence and apologized late. Then she got a few black men, well, some say thousands, I don't know the exact number, but she literally prosecuted black men to go to jail for marijuana cases. Even got a black woman arrested, some black mothers arrested because their child was missing school. Truancy type of situation, but some reports that the kid was sick. And long story short, I don't want to get in details. My point is, what have she done individual-wise to support black people? Trump have done it since the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, even now. So stop it. So with that being said, man,
He hates black people. Oh, God, all he does is criticize black guys.
later.